Hey, everybody. Some of you newer generation may not know a couple of these exercises that can be fun and teach you stuff. So this is stuff we used to do all the time back when I was 3Q, 2Q, 1Q. We just went over and over this stuff. So exercise one, white to play and live. It's 50-50. I mean, you got to live, he's got to kill you. Of course, we generally start in the center, but you don't need to. And you better play lightly, you know, nice light play. And he tries to do stuff, and so life and death, white to play and live. Okay. Exercise number two, white to play and live, but white starts with 4 moves anywhere you want. We used to try the obvious one, which is hard to live. This isn't even an eye yet. We would try a thick wall. Um, we would try, I remember doing this kind of thing. A lot of different attempts, and it's hard to live. Okay, so these are good life and death exercises, but a little strange because how often will you find yourself in a position where there's that much thickness you can go for the kill? Next one, which I forgot to put down. Let's put down 9 stones. Now, this one is less difficult, but educational. White to play and live. Now you're thinking, well, that's just silly. I'll just play 3-3. 3-3 doesn't live. And then you say, of course it's alive. And I go, no, 3-3's never been alive. That's only one eye in the corner, right? If that. So white's got to try to get an eye and run. And for most people, it's like, oh, it'll be easy. And then they die. It's like, wow, I didn't expect that. And then step by step, you go, okay, how do you live in this kind of situation? And it's educational. Now, white should live every time without question. It's not hard. But until you do it, you don't know. We find ourselves in positions where, let's say, white's trying to live on that side, right? And then later white's running out, and this is, a big fight on the right over here, right? Black bear lives in the corner, and then there's a fight over here. So sometimes we do get in a position where there's great thickness over here, and then white comes in. Now, it's not that common, but I've been in a situation a number of times. It's like, great, now I know how to kill. 3-3's not alive. Don't give him a co, kill him if you've got the outside thickness. Okay, so that's 3 exercises. Then we have this one. This one is not a particularly good exercise, but it's fun. Actually, I did that wrong. Let me get rid of these stones. Okay, so we start here, and now black gets a 9-stone handicap in each quadrant. So you put 9 stones in this area, however you want, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Any shape you want, any 9 stone in each quadrant. and then the game starts, and white gets 2 moves for every black move. So white plays 2 moves, black plays a move. White plays 2 moves, black plays a move. And it is within 1 point if you play perfectly. And it's again not particularly good exercise, but 2 moves in a row, very powerful, like co-threats and stuff. So it's more of a fun game than an honest exercise. Okay, now the last one, if I can find it. We did that, we did that, that. Oh, I see. We messed up. There it is. There's a new bug in here. Boom, 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 boom. Where if you put down moves like that, there it is. So I put these extra stones down earlier. It's the move tool, and you can place black and white stones at your will, but then they stay there. They didn't used to. Now they stay there when you do other stuff. It's really annoying. Okay, so this is the third exercise, and this is something we would do. Once we got to 1Q, 1 done, we spent a great deal of time doing this. Okay. So it's Endgame in general, and I just set up 2 Endgame situations. How big is that move? Have you ever counted it out? How do you count it out? Most people, they have an impression. Oh, it's about time to play this move. Well, if you want to get stronger, you need an understanding of this. So let's count just a little bit. We don't want to spend a lot of time here. Let's assume there's another black group over there. Okay. Black to play. How big is this move? Well, looks like it's going to be Sente. So, once again here, I'm going to remove this. Okay. Gote. Matter of fact, it's double Gote. Black doesn't have to respond. White doesn't have to respond. So right away, it's going to be one of the last ones you play because double Gote is exceptionally small. And this is something you learn as you do all this counting. Okay. Then from there, we add a stone. And we're kind of saying there's a group here. All of a sudden, it becomes Sente. Well, that's significantly larger than Gote. It's for free. And then we add a white group over here. And all of a sudden, it becomes double Sente. Whoever gets it for free. So you start learning as you go through these, and you go, well, here's the move. Let me get to it. How big is it in this case? How big is it when it's Sente, double Sente, Gote, double Gote? All those are very different counts. Now let's just count it as a double Gote move. And so will white respond? Well, if white does, you get it for free. So it's, we should say infinitely large. It's just, so we're counting it as Gote. Okay, if it's Gote, that means you're going to get this move in. So it's that big. How many points has black created due to this? A little hard to tell because you have to start with, well, if you don't play it, now later on, black has to play here. Okay, so black had, we'll say 3 points. I'm starting on line 4. There's 3 points there. I'll go ahead and mark them so we're all on the same page. This much, so 3 points. Now, when we go the other way, there's the original. Where were the 3? There they are. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so how much has black gained? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Black gained 9 points, and white would have had, right? Black's going to ignore, or else white gets it for free. White would have got 2, 4, 6, 7. I'd have to go back and see, right? You have this, all this details, right? This is details. And when you're done, you realize 15 points? I had no idea it was that big. Yeah, Endgame is big. In one of the videos, I shared a game, first professional I ever played, and going into Endgame, I was 35 points ahead. I was like, why is he playing? I could not understand why he wasn't just resigning. I'm 35 points ahead. By the time the game was over, I won by 7 points. And I'm like, wow, Endgame is huge. So counting these out, let's look at the upper left. If white plays first, it's a monkey jump. Go take. Just walk away, and you just choose when this is big enough to respond to. And if white's playing well, then the time might be now. We don't know. Okay, so you count that out. White gets this, so he's created a couple points there. And then there's the monkey jump. Is the monkey jump sente? Questions like that. Well, what if white plays this way? White's getting more, and now you have this sente, because black, and this is an important thing, white now has sente there. Black doesn't, because if you can ignore that. Or in sente, stop it. So in other words, if black plays here, just gote. So playing this white move fixes the shape for you, and you get the endgame later. Then if black plays it, okay, black just remember that monkey jump. It went to here, so that was not going to be black points. So black has created 3. And if white responds, black got it for free. 3 points is biggest. You can't get bigger than 3 points. And if if white doesn't respond, then you just looking very simply, he has to back off. So how many points didn't white get? 2, 4, 6. So 6, that's 12 to 15 points, depending on how you'd have to count it out, right? So in your end games, at some point, you and a friend or whatever get together. What's the count? It is laborious, much labor. What would I get if I play? What do I get if I don't play? So it's the point, what I would get, what he wouldn't get, what he does get, what you don't get. So it's a plus minus thing. And these get really big. There's a famous one. Which I'm trying to remember. I'm not going to remember it. But yeah, Endgame can be really, really big. And that's another exercise you can do is just spend time counting out Endgames. How big is it really? And comparing and start realizing, oh, so you can organize your Endgame. This is Sente, but this Gote is 5 times that size. So I will choose Gote in this case. It's a lot of organization. And to get a deeper understanding of it, you've got to spend time counting it out. Okay, so we have exercises. See, there's those 9 stones from another situation. So we board, it's a new bug on KGS. We're getting some interesting patterns here from all the funny stones. But anyway, the all the way around the edge, white to play and live. Closer, white gets 4 moves to play, and then it's a life and death. Then we did the cute one. Black gets 9 stone handicap in each quadrant, but white gets 2 moves to 1. And then we looked at Endgame. And we looked at the 9 stone handicap, white to play and live, and it's harder than you think. Okay, so these are some good exercises which take time, right? You're going to play it out 50 times, 100 times. I mean, and finally you go, oh, okay, I'm getting a sense of how to live in these situations, how to play lightly. That's good exercise. Okay, I hope that was a little bit fun. Maybe you haven't seen these before, and maybe you'll do them and learn something. And that's it. Okay, everybody. Thanks. Bye.